Oh wait, sorry guys, I didn't realize I wasn't speaking. Sorry, very sorry. I just wasted like the whole thing. As I was saying, we are starting at 2:03. So, I think you guys can hear me now. Can you guys hear me now? Please? Can you guys hear me now? Hey, can you explain to me what's happening with the Zachary's on the FDR channel? This is not about the FDR channel. I'm not sure. To be honest, I'm not actually sure what's going on. So, again, as I said, we're starting at 2:03. Get some snacks, get some snacks, get some things, whatever you want. We are starting at 2:03. Starting stream at 2:03. So, remember that. So, okay, we are at 2:02 right now. One last minute, then we are going to. So then we are going to start actually streaming right now. I'm just showing you this blank map. Also, would you guys prefer I have the chat on here? Like over here, I think you guys can see that. Do you guys want me to? So like if I send a message, it'll come on my screen, or do you guys just want to be? I think it's better without this. So guys, if you're just joining us, this is okay. Just asked if that is my second channel. Yes, this is my second channel other than Theodore Roosevelt. We are going to stream in 1 minute, guys. Don't worry, hang in there. Hang in there. Let's begin. Okay, this stream is going to be quiet. Okay, it's 2:03. Let's start this stream, guys. Okay, and before this stream, I would like to give a salute. Everybody salute to Red is Great. He was a very good friend on YouTube and everything. And unfortunately, he had 210 subscribers and his account was terminated. Hundreds of videos lost, and I condemn this. You should not be doing this. Please don't do that. It is not nice. So, a salute to him. Red is Great was a great man. And he still is here. Political Talk is his new username, if anybody wants to know. So, anyways, let's actually do some stuff now. You know what? Let's start off with an election night I have ready for you guys. You want to see a live stream election night? Do you guys want? Put in the chat if you want a live stream election night. Oh, by the way, it's Mike Pence versus Kamala Harris. Or do you think we should wait for more people first? Because there's only 3 people watching? Hey, can you guys hear me still? Can you guys hear me? So, okay, another thing is, can you guys hear me right now? Can you, okay. Okay, you guys can hear me, that's good. Still trying out this new system. Also, I'm going to, I just added, okay, let's begin the Mike Pence versus Kamala Harris stream. By the way, unfortunately, I am not going to be able to put any CNN music in this stream because, unfortunately, there's some copyright, and I really hate copyright claims and stuff. Really can't get why they just can't let me use it. Oh, wait. Okay. We're going to... Okay, don't worry. It's coming up right now. Getting it ready. This thing is a bit different. Here we go. I think you guys will be able to see this right now. I'm not sure. I think you guys are. It's just loading for now. Let me present. So as I said, yeah, no music, unfortunately. So let's do this election night. Also, before this election night begins, can you guys just tell me who do you think will win? Who do you think will win? Who will win? Who will win? Let's see, who do you guys think will win? Kamala Harris or Mike Pence? Harris or Pence? This is the VP battle. So she is saying, so we've got things saying Kamala Harris. That may be correct, maybe not. Okay, let's start. Kamala Harris versus Mike Pence. Kamala Harris's vice president is Pete Buttigieg. Mike Pence's vice president is Nikki Haley. In most matters, I'd say Mike Pence's first choice would be Ron DeSantis. DeSantis would probably not accept because of the fact that the Trump base would be mad. So let's see CNN's election prediction. They're putting Kamala Harris at 417 and Mike Pence at 121. The Fox News' election prediction is putting Kamala Harris at 210 and Mike Pence at 328. And 538 is putting Kamala Harris at 318 and Mike Pence at 220. 7 p.m. poll closings: Indiana, Kentucky, Virginia, South Carolina, Georgia, Vermont, and Florida. Some have partial closings, as you can see. Mike Pence wins Indiana. This is his home state, and he was governor of this state. Mike Pence wins Kentucky. This is Mitch McConnell's home state. Kamala wins Virginia. This is the first time this state has not been too close to call, and it's going only more and more Democratic. South Carolina goes to Mike Pence. Nikki Haley's home, by the way, is South Carolina. Georgia is too close to call, and Pence has a bare 2% lead here. Kamala Harris wins Vermont, which is Bernie Sanders' home state. Florida is too close to call, and Kamala Harris has a 2% lead in this 31 electoral state. The election map right now is Pence at 28 and Kamala Harris at 16. 7:30 p.m. poll closings: Ohio, West Virginia, North Carolina. Ohio is too close to call, 4% lead for Pence, 17 electorals. Mike Pence wins West Virginia. North Carolina is too close to call, however, and Harris has a 4% lead in the 16 electoral state. Mike Pence is on 32 electorals, and Kamala Harris is at 16 right now. The biggest poll closing of the night, 8 p.m. Illinois, North Dakota, South Dakota, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Michigan, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, Maine, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, D.C., Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, Florida, and Missouri. Kamala Harris wins Illinois. Mike Pence wins North Dakota. Mike Pence wins South Dakota. Mike Pence wins Kansas. Mike Pence wins Oklahoma. Texas is too close to call, however. 6% lead for Pence. This state is key for Pence. He will lose if he does not win this. Michigan is too close to call. It's 50-50 right now. Exactly 50. Not good for Harris so far. Pence has a 4% lead in Pennsylvania. This election night is looking good for Pence so far. Kamala Harris has a 12% lead in New Hampshire. Kamala Harris 3 out of 4 electoral votes in Maine. Maine's strict, however, is too close to call. 52% for Pence and 48% for Kamala Harris. Rhode Island goes to Kamala Harris. Connecticut goes to Kamala Harris. New Jersey goes to Kamala Harris. Delaware goes to Kamala Harris, Joe Biden's home state. Kamala Harris wins Maryland, the most Democratic state. Kamala Harris wins Massachusetts, Elizabeth Warren's home state. Kamala Harris wins D.C., which is the most Democratic place in the U.S. Pence wins Alabama. Pence wins Mississippi. Pence wins Tennessee. This is Al Gore's home state. The election map is now very close. Pence at 86 and Harris at 89. She has just a 3 electoral lead. The only poll closings at 8:30, Arkansas, and that, of course, goes to Mike Pence, which now Mike Pence has a 3 electoral lead, 92 to 89. 9 p.m. poll closings, the second biggest of the night: Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, Wyoming, Nebraska, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Louisiana, New York, and Missouri. Arizona is too close to call. Kamala Harris has a 2% lead in the 12 electoral state. Kamala Harris wins Colorado, and Kamala Harris wins New Mexico. These 2 states have been only shifting to the left in recent years. Mike Pence wins Wyoming, the most conservative state. Mike Pence wins 4 out of 5 electoral votes of Nebraska. However, Nebraska's 2nd district is too close to call, and Pence has a 12% lead. Minnesota is too close to call, and Harris has a 2% lead. Wisconsin is too close to call, and Pence has a 4% lead. Mike Pence wins Louisiana. Kamala Harris wins New York. Mike Pence wins Missouri. The election map is now Kamala Harris at 132. She has taken a lead again with Mike Pence at 107. 10 p.m. we have Nevada, Utah, Idaho, Iowa, and Montana. Nevada too close to call. Pence has a 4% lead. So this election night is great for Pence so far. Pence winning Utah, Pence winning Idaho. Iowa is too close to call. Pence has a 4% lead. Pence wins Montana. This puts him at 121 to Kamala Harris 132. We have 11 p.m. Washington, California, Oregon, and Hawaii. Washington goes to Kamala Harris. Oregon goes to Kamala Harris. And her home state of California goes to her. What a surprise. Just kidding. Kamala Harris wins Hawaii. This puts Harris at 210 and Pence at 121. 1 a.m. poll closings. We have Alaska. And Alaska is too close to call for the first time ever. Pence has a 4% lead. So we can now have some major projections, which are Alaska, New Hampshire, and both 2nd districts. Pence wins Alaska. Kamala Harris wins New Hampshire. Mike Pence wins Maine's 2nd district. Mike Pence also wins Nebraska's 2nd district, 126 to 214. Some more major projections: Minnesota, Texas, Iowa, and Ohio, and Nevada. Kamala Harris wins Minnesota. Mike Pence wins Texas. Mike Pence wins Iowa. Mike Pence wins Ohio. Kamala Harris wins Nevada. This is now Kamala Harris at 229 and Pence at 190. She is approaching 270 very soon. Major projections: Michigan, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Arizona, and Georgia. Kamala Harris wins Michigan. Kamala Harris wins Pennsylvania. Pence wins North Carolina. Kamala Harris wins Arizona. Kamala Harris wins the general election. She is the president-elect. Breaking news: Kamala Harris is the president-elect. Mike Pence concedes the election. Kamala Harris wins Georgia. It is now Harris at 291 and Pence at 206. Major projections: Wisconsin and Florida. Mike Pence wins Wisconsin. Mike Pence also wins Florida. The final election map is Pence at 247 and Kamala Harris at 291. As you can see, a lot of tilts here in this map. And did you guys like the election night? What do you guys think of the election night? Do you think anything would be different? What do you think would be different? Okay, so now that the election night's done, I would just like to address some common misconceptions I see about elections. So let me actually do that. Hey, wait, Green Water is here. Green Water just joined us. Hello, Green Water. I don't think you can see him because he's only in live chat. He says, who is Obama? Obama is the 44th president. So you guys only think margins. Greenwater says he would win. Maybe. Let's see about that. Anyways, again, common misconceptions time. One of the most common misconception I see is some conservatives continue to say that is California trending red? Let's figure that out with this map right here. Past elections versus past elections. So, can you guys wait a second? The thing's glitched. Whatever. Yes, it is trending red, but by how much? By 0.95%. So no, not that much at all. If we go all the way back to, however, if we do it from 2000, all the way from 2000, no, it is trending blue by 17 points. It only went a little to the right here by only 0.95%. So, hey, hello, Zachary Williams the 6th. Who are you? I hope you're having a nice time here, too, Mr. Zachary Williams. Anyways, also another misconception, is Nevada trending red? Yes, it is. As we can see, it has been trending red for quite a while now. Nevada is trending red. So, hello, Zachary Williams. Who are you? Hello, Zachary Williams. Is Zachary Williams some famous person? Let me search up Zachary Williams. I'm sorry if I don't understand this reference. I don't know who Zachary Williams is. No, there's nobody named Zachary Williams, so I guess that's your real name. So, hello. Thanks for joining us, Zachary Williams. CA is kind of stagnant. He is the president. Zachary Williams is the president. Okay, I'll accept that. Anyways, since we just discovered Nevada is also trending red, I just want to, oh, by the way, this is what trended blue that year. 2016 was not a good year for the Democrats at all. Do you guys want to see any matchups? You're a fan? Oh, great. Well, since you're a fan, it would be great if you could hit that subscribe button, Mr. Zachary Williams. Great, man. Anyways, oh yeah, I forgot. As I said, does anyone want to see any potential matchups that they could be interested in? You know what, let me maximize this, so that you guys don't have to see my gray face. Any potential matchups? Or should I keep doing my Mythbuster thing? Any potential matchups? What, done? Zachary Williams says done. What does that mean? What, done? Hillary Clinton again, against McCain in 2008? Okay, sure. Let's do alternate history. I like alternate history. Let's do 2008 election. I'm going to, wait, let me stop sharing, and then I'm going to share my Yappums page. So just hold on a second. I guess a Trump-Biden do-over could be cool. Oh, okay. I actually made an election night on that, Zachary Williams. You could see that election night, but I'll also display it here for you. So, wait, Hillary Clinton again, McCain, and against. Okay, nothing important. Okay, presidential results, alternate history, 2008 we are in. So, 2008, I would just like to give some background about the 2008 election. 2008 was going to be a very good year for the Democrats, no matter what happened, to be honest. Hillary Clinton, not Obama. There we go. Okay, let's put all of this into toss-up. Okay, so this was meant to be a very good year for the Democrats. Why? Because President Bush's approval rating straight up sucked. It was a very bad approval rating. Like 13%, I'd say. And John McCain's approval rating, John McCain was too connected with Bush to be able to distance himself. So no matter what, the Democrats were going to win this year. So let's see, Maine, they'd take Maine pretty well. Maine, New Hampshire, they'd probably be able to win New Hampshire as well, taking Vermont. They'd take all of these. These are safe states. New York, they'd be able to take Pennsylvania. Actually, that would be likely. They'd be able to take No, they wouldn't be able to take West Virginia. That's safe. However, another thing, though, can you work on an email night? Wait a second, guys. We're going to continue in a second. Can you work on email night? Election night, I think you mean. I am working on one. I actually presented one at this point. Don't worry, though. Mike Gravel, he was like versus Mitt Romney. Okay, we'll see that. Anyways, Virginia, that was Republican at that time. That would have been likely Republican. Obama flipped it. And he flipped it because he realized that Virginia was trending blue. But unfortunately, Hillary Clinton, others wouldn't have realized that. I'm confident that these would have still stayed Republican states if Hillary Clinton was the nominee. So it doesn't have much of an effect here, but it will affect all elections after that. Georgia, that was safe. That was a time where Georgia was, Florida would be lean Republican Democrat. Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky. He'd probably be able to win Indiana. He'd lose Ohio, though. He'd lose these states. Illinois is safe. Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri. He'd lose Iowa. Remember, this was before Trump. So think Ohio, Iowa, Florida, New Hampshire are all going to have very different things. Texas would be safe Republican. Oklahoma can't. All of this would be safe. I don't think Hillary Clinton would win the 2nd district. Lean. These times, those were actually kind of swing state-ish. Arizona would be safe because that was different. Those were different times, guys. Nevada, lean. Hawaii, and Alaska. Okay, this is my final prediction. John McCain at 213 and Hillary Clinton at 325. Okay, wait. West Virginia at that time was actually closer. Yes, I know that. A cool one would be Charlie Baker versus Joe Manchin, the most Republican. Hi, says FaZe Morrow. Hello, FaZe Morrow. Missouri probably not safe. Yeah, you could argue that. You could say it would be likely. Hillary could have done well in the South since the Clintons were still popular there at the time. But at that time, you also can't ignore the fact that that was a very different South. That was the conservative South. Like, I could see her doing better, but not enough to flip these. Maybe some likelies in Tennessee and Mississippi. So, yes, I guess. Please work on an election night. JJ Holmes, I've already said this. I am working on one. It takes a while, okay? It takes a while to make an election night. It takes quite a while. It's a long process. That's why I don't do it that often. And I do have one ready, and I am going to do that upload that video very soon. Okay, a Donald Trump versus Joe Biden rematch is what Zachary Williams wanted, so let's do that. Zachary Williams, you still here? I think he's still here. Actually, no, I think he left. It's fine. Let's still do it. It's cool. That's a good idea. You can also watch my election night on this. Okay, wait. I'm not sure. And my system is just lagging right now. Actually, wait, no, it's not lagging. Okay, Zachary Williams is still here. That's nice. Welcome back, Zachary. Actually, not welcome back. You're still here. Donald Trump versus Joe Biden in 2024. Now, I just want to point out that Donald Trump's electability would have decreased over time, and it will continue to decrease. He will start fading into irrelevancy very soon. He is already starting to, as we can see. Let's Talk Elections made a video saying Ron DeSantis has crossed Donald Trump in betting odds. Yes, that is true. Why? Because he's starting to fade out of relevancy. Okay. He's no longer the president. You would see news about him every day. Now, if I search up Donald Trump news, you just get, still news, but not that good news. Not that much. Anyways, let's start this. We can do this. So let's start with the obvious states. These states are not going to flip in this election. So also remember that 2nd district toss-up. It's kind of weird that both 2nd districts are a toss-up. Why not a 3rd district or the 1st district? No, those districts are the same. Oh, sorry, Arizona. So also it's hard to predict these because Biden's term just started, but based on our general knowledge of how this works, Trump probably could win Maine 2nd district again. Biden would win New Hampshire again. They don't like him there. They don't like Trump over there. He'd probably win Arizona, Georgia, Nevada, Minnesota. Those are states I can guarantee. Iowa and Ohio for Trump, I'd say. I'd give Texas and Florida to him as well. Oh, and Joe Biden wins the 2nd district. So this is at 220 to 258. I could even see Joe Biden flipping North Carolina, winning these states 318 to 220. He would flip North Carolina. 2020, but without COVID, Black Lives Matter will still probably happen. 2020 without COVID, that's okay. We'll be doing that. But first, I need to do. Let me see who said first. I've added it to queue. Let's see, Mike Gravel. No, wait, no, sorry. Once Mike Gravel versus Mitt Romney. Sorry, okay, but I don't actually know who Mike Gravel is. I will make a video on that. Please stay tuned. Since I don't know who he is, I will research him for you. Let's see. Please work on election night. Hillary Clinton could have 2020, but without COVID seems like the next one. I'm just gonna make sure. I guess a Trump Biden. Okay. Joe Manchin versus Charlie Baker. Oh, yes. That's the one I need to do. And then 2020 without COVID. Wait, Charlie Baker versus Joe Manchin in which year? Seen Shameless, which year? At Seen Shameless, which year Joe Manchin versus Charlie Baker? 2024, okay. Just checking because some people say 2020 and some people say 2020. No, we don't want to. Let's not do this ad. Close. Okay, 2024. Charlie Baker is actually really well liked. I do see him doing pretty well. And Joe Manchin has kind of become infamous for this 50-50 thing. So I don't think he would have. I don't think it would be that hard for Charlie Baker to win as many Democrats. I'd say some Democrats would even probably prefer Baker over Manchin. Joe Manchin would probably win Maine. Baker would probably win this. Actually, no, he'd probably lose the 2nd district. I'd say he could win New Hampshire, but lose this part. However, Massachusetts he'd do better in Massachusetts. Not enough to flip it, though. Those states are safe. I think Charlie Baker, let's leave Pennsylvania as a toss-up right now. Manchin would do better in West Virginia, but not that better. Baker could even flip Virginia, if possible. He could, but let's keep it for now, Manchin. He could flip Virginia, though. I'd say he could win Florida. I'd say he would bring back Georgia and Arizona. He'd also keep Texas. He'd also keep Alaska. Charlie Baker would be a pretty good nominee, expecting that except for the fact that some conservatives might get turned off from him, like saying, no, we don't want to vote for you, but we don't want to vote for Manchin either. And that would just be like a Manchin good thing. But then again, the liberals would come back to Charlie. So I'd say it would be like a trade between moderates, but losing some of his base, which is a pretty good trade if you ask me. I'd say he'd win Nevada. He'd do better in Colorado and New Mexico, but probably not enough to flip it. He'd lose both he'd win 1 2nd district. Pennsylvania, I'd say these would go to Joe Manchin. Okay, 264 to 274, Charlie Baker wins. Greenwater, DeSantis versus Joe Biden. It has been added to my queue. Okay, but first we have 2020, but without COVID. BLM will still happen. Okay. Presidential result. No. Wait, does it have 2020 yet? No, they don't have 2020. Presidential. Oh, sorry, wait, no. It's a 2020 alternate history. Wait, so how am I supposed to... It's fine, though, I guess. Yeah, it's the same map as 2016 anyways. I'm just going to delete both. I'm going to just change this to Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Well, they have Joe R. Biden. Let's do that because that's... Oh, wait, they both have R's. Democrats are R's. Anyways. Let's continue. Okay, there we go. Donald Trump versus Joe R. Biden. Eskimami versus President Holly 28. DeSantis versus Joe Biden. Can you guys just wait in a second? Okay, so yeah, let's do this. Donald Trump would probably... Okay, so without Joe Biden, without Corona, is kind of a weak candidate. And this is before a Capitol riot, so this would actually be a pretty good year for the Democrats. Sorry, not for the Democrats. It would be a good year for Trump. Because I'd say one of the main reasons Americans chose him to lead the nation is because they were unhappy with Donald Trump's handling of the coronavirus. Black Lives Matter still happened, and they'd probably be upset with that too. But Donald Trump would probably still be able to hang through that barely. I think Donald Trump would win. I'd say it would be a 2016 again. Because, as I said, Joe Biden is a weak candidate. He is. That is the truth. He is weak. So, and Corona was really helped the Democrats. Without it, I don't think he would have the same amount of success. Trump would be able to win Ohio, Iowa, Arizona, Georgia, Florida, North Carolina. We can agree he did better, so he'd still win these states. Joe Biden would probably lose Nevada to him. Would probably still win Minnesota, but would lose Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. 311 to 227. That's pretty good, Donald Trump. Okay. I think there would be no flips. It would be the same as 2016 IMO. That could be true. But as I did, is Nevada is for them. It'd be the same. Yeah, so it's not the same. As you can see, I flipped Nevada for them. Is that one guy here? I was hoping he was here. That one guy appears to have not shown up. Let me check. Yeah, that one guy is not here. Sad. 2004, if Al Gore won. Okay, sure. We can do that. Al Gore was pretty popular. He'd probably... I think Al Gore would win re-election at first glance. First thought, really, not first glance. So guys, are you enjoying this stream so far? New Hampshire might flip though. The only reason Nevada favored Trump more was because they wanted to reopen the economy. Okay, here. But now, instead of John Kerry as the Democrat, we'll have to have Al Gore as the Democrat. And the Republican. Now, we could assume two ways. Jeb Bush, I don't think he'd be I think John McCain would take the nomination. George W. Bush would probably not run again. Hey, Senator Jon Ossoff just joined us. Hello. Hello, Mr. Jon Ossoff. Hello, Jon Ossoff. Okay, so McCain would be the Republican nominee and Al Gore the Democrat. So I was debating between three Republican nominees, George W. Bush, Jeb Bush, and John McCain. In the end, I gave it to John McCain. So let's take some swing states here. Let's make them back into toss-up. These were different times, so Virginia and North Carolina. I'd say Al Gore would win Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, Nevada. He'd flip Ohio. He'd flip Iowa. He'd probably be able to... Sorry. Anyways, he'd probably be able to flip... That's about... Oh, he'd also win Florida. Yeah, it would be 310 to 227. It would be pretty good for Al Gore. McCain almost got the nomination in 2000, says Political Talk. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. McCain almost did. That's why I gave it to him. Hey, Bernie Sanders just joined us now. Thank you, Bernie, for joining us today. I hope you're having a good time. McCain almost got the political... Yes, that is correct. The way that George W. Bush impacted both John McCain presidential runs is something. McCain really... I'd say he could have won if he ran in any other year, except other than any year that has 2000s. I think he would have been better if he ran in 2016 for McCain, because Bush really screwed him up in 2008. And in 2004, Al Gore would... The historical trends show that when a country is at war, which they would have been because of 9/11, then they prefer to stay with the same president, which would happen again. It has happened over and over. Gore didn't flip Iowa, and he would won New Mexico again. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot Colorado and New Mexico. Those would probably go to him as well. Gore didn't flip Iowa, and he would be... No, when I was saying flip, I meant that he would flip it from the George W. Bush map, like the alternate history. He won in 2000. Yeah. Okay, so any other matchups? I think there was one other. Yeah, the only reason Nevada New Etch McCain would be okay. So I think. Okay, so it seems that we are done with the predictions for today. Do you think I should end the stream or should we do a little more? I'm just checking the chat. Should I end the stream? Should I end the stream? Appears nobody's responding yet. I guess I know there is some delay from your guys' side, so I think that's what it is. You've been streaming for almost an hour, says Political Talk. So you should know, says JJ Holmes. JJ Holmes, is there something you want me to do? I can do that and end the stream then. At JJ Holmes. Do a Scammy versus V Hollies. I'm not actually that familiar with a Scammy versus Holly, so I will get back to you on that. You know what? Let me write that down. Let me write these. I will make a video on it. I can't do that in stream because, as I said, I don't know much about Escami. So I will research on him, and so don't worry, you will get your video. But I can't do it right now. Whatever you feel like, Manzacine Shameless. In 5 minutes, says John. A little longer, actually, sister, but not too much. Okay. So let me just before this video ends, I would like to give a salute to Red is Great. He was a great friend. Unfortunately, however, his account was terminated. I don't know why, but his account was terminated. He had 210 subscribers, and he lost all of them and all his hours of work. I don't know why, but it's gone. So, again, salute to him. He's now here with his alternate account, though, Political Talk. I made him a moderator, good friend. Okay. I think that's about it for this video stream. I don't have much more to talk about. Don't worry, guys. You will be able to see these streams more often now. I will probably be doing these streams maybe once a month. So that's nice. One of Zachary's workers, Zachary's one of my fans. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. She's going to be governor of Florida in 2022. JJ Holmes, Ron DeSantis is most likely going to be governor of Florida in 2022. Helped him get terminated. I don't know how to... What do you mean Zachary's workers? Zachary didn't... Why would Zachary do that? Anyways. Why are you guys saying no? What is no? What? No. Why is it... If you are in the FDR long enough, you would know who he is. Actually, I don't know what you were talking about. Senator Jon Ossoff, I'm going to send you a private message on Twitter in a second. JJ Holmes says he'll lose re-election. No, that's very unlikely. Mr. JJ Holmes, Ron DeSantis is probably going to win by like 55%. Ron DeSantis is very popular in Florida, and that's why he's being considered for the presidency. So, no, he will probably win re-election. So, thank you guys for watching this stream, and make sure to check out my other videos, subscribe. And if I said I would come back to you, I will come back to you. I will make a video after I've researched on those candidates. There were 2 of them, OK and JJ Holmes said that. Yeah, I will make sure to do a prediction. Bye, Zachary Williams. Bye, Zachary Williams. Bye, JJ Holmes. Bye, Senator John Ossopp. Bye, everybody who's here.